Push! Ready, push! All right, push!
Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Gavin Dunaway, reporting his order, Chief.
Right, left.
I originally joined CAP because I had some original interest in aviation, and I had been a cadet with a different program already for 2 years. Both my parents were in the Air Force, and they were both officers, so I wanted something else to pick up in the summer while I was home and away from my main program.
So the Civil Air Patrol was founded on December 1st, 1941, just 6 days prior to the attack on Pearl Harbor. It was the foresight of several key individuals that saw war on the horizon and saw a need for a civilian defense force, aeronautically related. During World War II, we had a series of coastal patrol bases where we looked for U-boats off the coast. We were successful in spotting many U-boats and during the course of the war and saving many lives. Fast forward to today, where we have approximately 60,000 members, and our mission is transition. We're now an official auxiliary of the Air Force, and we have a cadet program, which is one of our primary missions for young men and women ages 12 to 20, where we teach them leadership, character development, PT, and aerospace education.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Cadet Moore, and we are currently at rocketry. So today we have launched 2 rockets so far. One was successful and the other was semi-successful.
So the situation was that it was overweight by 22 grams. The problem was that on this body tube, we cut an inch off of it to make it a little more lighter. And at the time, we didn't realize that we were using the wrong body tube. So to get another data point on the heavier on this rocket with the extended body tube and with the extra fins, we're just going to launch it.
Altimeter installed and armed, yep.
Yep.
Nose cone taped on?
Yep.
Rocket total weight recorded.
Recorded. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're doing a mock evaluation for the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA.
We're checking out all the dams and make sure there's no cracks in the concrete or none of the barriers are broken for debris to get through.
It's important what we're doing in case there is flooding. We can evaluate the best possible ways of helping and providing relief to people inflicted in that area.
Cap guard. There's air 2. Air 1.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
So we normally use Air 1 and Air 2 to communicate with the aircraft for missions. So that's the basics, zone, and then channel, and then speed.
Okay.
So.
I joined about 2 years ago. I joined to get my lieutenants, so when I go to the Air Force, I will come out with a rank higher than you typically would.
And I joined to get me closer to like Air Force stuff because I want to join the military.
We also have our emergency services program, which is what we're out here doing today.
1, 2, 3. Okay, set him down. Foreman, somebody get on each side. Here, come right here.
Some of the main fun things would be at encampment or SARXs, like hiking through the Appalachian Trail with stretchers, carrying bodies and things like that is pretty fun. And encampments, riding in C-130s and Blackhawks, things like that, that normal 14, 15-year-olds would never be able to do without CAP.
What I'm planning on doing in my career in the future is either a bomber pilot or a fighter pilot. I'm mainly trying to get the pilot aspect out of this program and some search and rescues.
This does have a legend. It shows us different markers, land markers, and so forth. This is also more of an aviation map. So since we're ground-based, it doesn't help us a whole lot. So we've got Irons Mountain along here. We find a point on Irons Mountain that matches up on our map here, okay? And we find the next mountain.
The people here are great, and everyone's respectful to each other. We help everyone out. It's just amazing, honestly.
Alright, so I just got a call from ICP. There's a missing aircraft, Cessna 122 Skyhawk. The tail number is November 5712. Took off from Winchester to Morgantown. The last call-in was Campton Bridge at 12:30.
All right, so we're finishing our current task, and we're getting word from the incident command post that we might be getting a direction finding mission. Basically what that entails is when an aircraft crashes, it has a beacon in it that starts going off. That beacon can send signal 30,000 feet in the air, so as airliners are going over, they're hearing the signal, and they start triangulating the general vicinity of the crash. Typically at that point, the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center is contacted and Civil Air Patrol is activated for the rescue mission. So we'll send our aircraft up at that time to try to narrow down on where that signal's coming from. And then at that point, we'll have our ground teams dispatched to further locate the crash site. Cadets as young as 12 years old can go on these Air Force missions. They have to get their emergency services rating after they get started with the program, and then once that occurs, then they're eligible to go on these missions with us.
Looking around for what?
Any clues, tracks, or evidence that they were there?
What would a piece of evidence be?
Pair of shoes.
Pair of shoes.
Speak up! Command voices!
Clothes.
Clothes. Anybody else? Yo.
Debris.
Debris.
Just roll out.
They can earn different ratings for these kind of missions, starting with GTM-3, which is their basic ground team member, and also get a UDF, or Urban Direction Finder rating for these kind of missions that we're talking about now with tracing a radio beacon.
That tree, any one of those decides to uproot on us as we're moving, what's the distance that we have to move in order to get away from it if we notice it in time?
Sideways.
Yeah, you're going to be hauling, right? You're learning what you do, right?
And I'm trying myself.
I joined in 2016 with my son Austin. He wanted to join as a cadet. I decided to join as a senior member to support the squadron. Shortly after I joined, Captain Crystal Joy joined with her son.
I had 3 older siblings, and now I have 4 younger siblings who are also involved in Civil Air Patrol. So my dad is still in CAP, and he is a character development officer, and he does character development once a month. It's been a great experience for him to be in with me and several of my siblings, being promoted with them.
Friendships last for a lifetime in Civil Air Patrol, truly. And the things you learn from them, you can't really learn anywhere else. This is truly a unique program.
It's been a very good experience. I've done a lot of things that I've enjoyed, including emergency services. I've made a lot of friends, and I wouldn't trade any moments that I've had for anything.